Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you for your time and I hope you are in the good condition. My name is Muhammad Azraf Altaira Santika. I'm a student from School of Business Management in Institute Technology Bandung. And today I'm going to present my paper with the title of The Influence of Social Media on Customer Continuous Purchase Intention, a study on e-commerce online shopping industry. First of all, let's start with the introduction and the background. Well, over the past decade, media and shopping has witnessed huge transformation. Consumers are progressively using social networking sites to look for information regarding various products or services. And of course, they purchase them the products through online instead of relying on the traditional way. And it is supported from with the statement by Yadav and Rahman in their paper on 2017 that the internet has transformed the nature of shopping, which allowing for the growth of e-commerce sites, and thus shopping has evolved to electronic shoppings. And of course, every 7% in the world now owns a social media sites, including a company. They also already start to use social media as their strategic tools, and it is supported with Kulnan's statement in 2010 that 500 companies are widely adopting social media to facilitate interaction with customers. With the ever-increasing number of internet and social media users, it has become inevitable for the major brands to understand online customer behavior. The emergence of social media has led to a subsequent change in media consumption, which is pushing companies to adopt social media as one of their marketing strategies, as well as their Public relation tools. And as we can see, the data from the Global Web Index, 54% of social media users use social media to research products, and 71% most of them are more likely to purchase the products. And according to the Forbes, 81% of consumers' purchasing choices are influenced by their friends who post on social media. And this research aimed to reveal the influence of social media and how it was influenced the consumer continuous purchase intention in fashion products. Therefore, here's are the following research questions of this paper. The first one is what factors that influence consumer continuous purchase intention towards fashion products? And the second one would be how perceived value and immersive experience can influence customer continuous purchase intention toward the fashion products. So for the scope and limitation, it will be focused on the Gen Z in the age range of 18 until 25 years old who live in Indonesia. And of course, they must be a social media active user, especially on Instagram. And the study will consider and refer to fashion as the set of clothes, footwear, and accessories, and individual may buy online regardless whether they are current trend and or whether they are fashionable at the moment of the purchase. And therefore, our result will not only cover purchases made from the big retailers such as H&M, Uniqlo, or Zara, but also those from small designers, second-hand online clothing store, and of course, all of kind formats that commercialize and distribute the fashion product through online. And the second one it is the background. So basically, this paper is using the SOR model, while the first one SOR model is proposed by the environmental psychologists, which are Mehrabian and Russell, and is used this model usually used to analyze the user behavior. And in this research, SOR was applied as an important analytical framework to understand the process of human behavior. And SOR model is suitable for the context of continuous purchase intentions because we have stimuli or presence, which is a consumer appraisement of social media, and the perceived value and immersion experience are some reflections of the individual cognitions and emotion, which categorized as organisms. And next one, it will turn lead to the customer response or customer continuous purchase intentions. And it is supported by Hui and Yang Suk statement in their paper in 2022 that SR model provide a structured research perspective and solid theoretical foundation for the study of the influence mechanism of consumer on the purchase intention on the online shopping. Well, SR framework basically consists of three aspects. The previous explanation, which are stimulus, organism, and response. And the next one is the literature review of this research. So for the variables, there are four variables. So the first one would be social media marketing. Well, according to the Yadav and Rahman, social media marketing is a process by which companies create, communicate, and deliver online marketings offerings via social media platforms to build and maintain customers. Well, basically for social media variable, it consists of five dimensions, which are interactivity, informativeness, word of mouth, entertainment, and friendliness. The second variable would be perceived value. Well, according to the Gravel and Monroe in 1998, perceived value is the process in which consumers make psychological judgment about costs or benefits based on price comparison in the process of purchasing product or service. The third variable would be immersive experience. According to the Haven and Young paper, it refers to the expression of being completely immersed in an activity which will produce sense of pleasure. And the last variable would be customer continuous purchase intentions, which means according to the Ado and Fang paper in 2021, consumer will be immersed in interactive and entertainment experience, and the pursuit of immersive experience will keep them shopping to maintain this state. And from this variable, here's other theoretical framework. As we can see, there are stimuli, organism, and response. Well, basically, this framework was adapted from the previous research, which is by Huey and Yangsuk in 2022. And from this framework, we could get five hypotheses, which can see in the screen. So for the research and methodology, well, this research uses quantitative approach to analyze the hypothesis by using a survey with an online questionnaires, and the populations the populations of the respondents is 120 respondents, and for the population and sample of the respondent was Gen Z between 18 until 25 years old that have encountered purchasing the fashion product and actively using social media. And sampling technique of this paper is convenience sampling technique, and the data were analyzed by using SPSS software with the multiple regression analysis process. And here's the questionnaire development. Well, basically, these are the questions that being asked on the survey. Here's the social media marketing question with the five dimensions aspect. Here's the question for perceived value, immersion, immersive experience, and purchase intention. And the next one would be the data analysis. Well, the first one would be the respondent demographic profile. While the majority respondents of this paper would is female with the 53.3%, and the majority occupations of the respondents were students, and the age range and the majority age of the respondents were 20 until 22 years old, with the result 68.3%. And the next one is respondent behavior profile. And all the respondents were social media active user, and mostly they spend 500 until 1,500,000 rupiah to purchase the fashion product, and the majority of the respondents purchased the products on uncertain conditions. And here is the SPSS analysis recap. Data has passed all of the assessment, and the final testing is all the hypotheses were accepted. And here's are the validity test result with all the variables have the R count bigger than the R table, which is the R table is 0.179. And the next one would be the reliability test. As we can see, the Cronbach alpha of all variable value is over 0.6, which means this demonstrates that each construct has met the rule of the thumb of reliability testing, indicating the reliability is met. And here's other regression analysis result for social media with perceived value. And here's other social media with immersive experience and purchase intentions. And this one is the regression analysis result for perceived value to purchase intention. And last one, immersive experience with the purchase intention also. And as we can see from the data analysis, all of the hypotheses for the study were accepted. And for the conclusion and recommendation of this study, answering the first research questions based on SPSS analysis, the most important factor in influencing consumer content purchase intentions toward fashion products is immersive experience, and the second one would be perceived value. And second, for the second research questions, which are how perceived value and immersive experience can influence consumer content purchase intention toward fashion product, would be that I believe that immersive experience and perceived value has a strong connection. By adapting an immersive experience content, it can create consumer and also it can create the buyers to immerse experience itself in the buying process and boost their perceived functional and their emotion, which later will create an intention to purchase the products. And for the recommendation and the implication based on the findings and limitations of the study. For the recommendation itself, the first one is it is suggested to include more variables to increase the exploratory ability, and and they also advise to reconsider using survey items which show no significant relationship. And the second one is researchers are advised to do a questionnaire survey along interview method to gain more insight from the respondents. And the last one would be it is also advisable to broaden the research scope, for instance, by including a different age groups, conducting a comparison analysis, including additional countries, maybe, and different types of the fashion products. And for the implications, it is divided into two parts. The first one is the practical, which is the findings may help to predict which content type have a significant influence on consumer purchase intention. Furthermore, business can develop more efficient strategies for their marketing tactics, and it will be more effective. Aside from the practical implication, this finding could be useful for researchers who want to use the SWR model to assess the purchase intentions for other fashion products. Well, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention.